the creatures that inhabit the schools. Hi, Leo Augusto React. I'm Sophie12 here to share my school's bathroom story. Well, there are 2 floors there, and in 4th grade I went to study on the 2nd floor. However, there were 2 girls' bathrooms, one next to my classroom and the other next to the library. But when my friends and I went into the bathroom near our classroom, we got scared. It was very strange and scary. It looked like one of those bathrooms from a horror movie. So we avoided that bathroom for a while and went to the one farther away near the library. But one day we had art class, so we had to wash our brushes and claws in that bathroom, but the one near the library was closed for maintenance, so my friends and I had to go to that bathroom. Creepy. We were really scared to go in, but we went anyway. But then, suddenly, while we were washing up, we realized that the bathroom stall door had been opened by a broom. We finished washing the brushes quickly and left. After that, we didn't go back there. We kept thinking about what happened, wondering if maybe it was a spirit or something that moved that broom. So I decided to install a ghost detector app on my phone to check the bathroom. So I told my friend and 2 boys, and we went. When we got there, the bathroom was closed. There was a sign on the door saying there was no water there. We went in there and I pointed my phone with the ghost hunting app to see if I could find anything. When we looked at the screen, it had detected a ghost. It was inside the stall. Suddenly we heard the sound of a toilet flushing and the door opened. We could see on the screen that it was a young woman wearing a white uniform and a very torn red ribbon on her head. We took a screenshot and ran out of there. My God, what was that? Was it really a ghost in the bathroom? Already back in our classroom, we went to check the screenshot and there was nothing there. We got scared by that and decided to ask someone in charge at the school about that mysterious bathroom. Then, one of the coordinators told us the following, that years ago a girl was bullied. Her hair was very envied and her enemies kept messing with her, cutting it with scissors, throwing gum in it, among other things. Until one day, she got tired of all that and died in that bathroom. Since then, her soul has wandered the bathroom to take revenge on the girls who hurt her back then. I was surprised, and so were my friends, by the story. And to this day, the bathroom is rarely used by students because of its dark and sinister atmosphere. Hello, Leo Augusto React. My name is Mateus, and I am 12 years old, and this happened a month ago at school. I have a geography teacher named Luan. He was really funny and playful. But one thing I always wondered was why all of his classes were ignored by the class, dude. Almost 100% of the students ignored the guy. They would just talk and joke around during class. Except for me and my friend, who were always paying attention to his explanations. This kept happening every day. Man, it was embarrassing. He would come in, put his materials on the desk, start teaching the lesson, but no one paid attention. My friend and I, as always, kept studying and watching what was going on. One day, it was really noisy, man, and we couldn't really hear what Professor Luan was explaining. We got annoyed and went to ask the class why no one was paying attention to his lesson. Then, they started looking at us with a weird face. And a girl stood up from her chair and said the following, that there was no teacher named Luan at that school. My friend and I looked at each other. So we decided to go in the direction to talk about this teacher who, by the way, wasn't there anymore. He must have gone to the bathroom, right? We arrived out of breath and were already discussing what happened in class, right? The principal asks how we know him. We said that he teaches us geography. The teacher turned pale and said that's not possible because he died 13 years ago. After that, we never saw that teacher again. I can't believe it. We had classes with a ghost. The last time we saw anything related to him was in geography class. Written on paper left on the desk. Now you know the truth. No one believes me and my friend. Hello, Leo Augusto React. I'll tell you a story that happened to me. I was always being bullied and beaten up at my school by a guy much older than me, man. He was known as the Thing because he was bald and looked like that Stone character. You know, I was in 5th grade, and every time recess came around, this guy would come mess with me, come get his daily payment, or eat my snack. This jerk also took money from other kids. One day, I decided not to bring any money or snacks to punish this jerk. So, when recess came, as always, he came and pressed me against the wall to rob me. But I told him I didn't have anything. He didn't believe me, search my pockets. That was a huge mistake. He attacked me, and I went home all beaten up. My parents went to the school to do something about it, but his parents never went to the school. All they could do was suspend him and send notes home for his parents to sign. Actually, I think this guy didn't even have parents, man. After he came back from suspension, I got beaten up a bit more for telling my parents. So I started hiding in the bathroom during recess, man. I left as fast as I could before the bell rang and that guy intercepted me. I managed to hide for only 4 days. On the 5th day, he saw me heading to the bathroom and I couldn't escape. He realized I was hiding and made me pay for every day I hid. And also for the days he had been suspended, man. And if I didn't pay by the end of class, he would finish me off. I only had money for that day, for lunch, man. I just kept thinking about when school would be over. So, when it was 5 minutes before the bell rang, I made up an excuse to the teacher to leave early. The back gate was always locked, but I could jump over the wall and escape from the thug. I started to climb, and when I was at the top, the guy showed up running to catch me. He was coming at an insane speed, man. Then he pushed off the wall and managed to grab the top of the wall. The dude looked like a gorilla, man. I walked along the edge of the wall, man, and I moved away, you know? But at that moment, I felt part of the wall shake. And his part collapsed, man, with both of us on top of it. I remember the scene in slow motion, and then everything went dark. I couldn't see anything. After a few minutes, I managed to open my eyes. Everything was black. I saw something fallen next to me. I couldn't walk. And suddenly, someone in a hood appears and says, "It's not your time yet. What are you doing here?" So I said that I had been in an accident. Then this hooded person came close to me and touched my forehead with his finger, and I woke up in the hospital. My parents were watching me and got emotional when they saw me. According to them, I was there for 2 days, trying to survive. It was intense. Leo Augusto React, thank you for reading my story.